Hey everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today we're going to explore healing of our different body parts. So this comes up a lot in pelvic healing, but I thought it would be good to do a general body part healing because we tend to either not notice or dissociate from different body parts, including maybe our voice, our brain, our pelvic muscles, our back, and then we can slowly see that we would get headaches or back pain, or we would feel this tightness in our throat. And so let's work with that if we're ready. We're going to go ahead and tap into our body and see if this is something we want to work with today and how our body is feeling overall. You can go ahead and notice what sensations or emotions or feelings are coming up. If your body feels like it needs to express something with these sensations or emotions through a movement, through a facial expression, through a sound, through a posture, through a sculpture, you can go ahead and express that. If you just want to take your hands and support that emotion or that feeling or sensation, wherever it is on your body, you can take your hands and support it. When we tap into those sensations, emotions, memories, we can zone in on that part and say, if you could talk to me, what would you say? If you could write me a letter, what would it say? It might say, I'm sad, I'm grieving, I'm angry, I want something to be done, or I want you to tell me this, or I want you to let me cry, or I want you to take a certain step in your life. And whatever that sensation or emotion is telling us, we can attune to it and help it feel heard and understood with self-parenting. And we can say, I feel you. You can feel the way you need to feel for as long as you want. I will listen to you and give you what you need and do everything in my power to help you feel better. And when we are finished, we can come back here and say, are we ready to work with our body part? So we might notice that there are different body parts that show up with numbness or pain or tingling. And the one that you want to work with the most today, you can choose. And so we might want to work with our anxiety. And so I'm going to put my hands on my chest and start working with this part of my body. And so when you're working with a body part, you can offer your hands for support and your focus and attention and let it feel what it needs to feel for as long as it needs to feel it. This feeling usually intensifies when we zone in and focus on it. You might also notice that depending on where in your body it is, if there's muscles associated with it, those muscles are tight. And we can go ahead and try and slowly release those muscles. And we can start talking to that part of our body and say, I know that you are feeling painful or numb or tingly. I know that you are feeling scared or misunderstood or unsafe. And then when that part of our body hears us, does it shift our feeling or our sensation about that in any way? Do you notice less anxiety, less tension, less pain when we focus in on it? If it's a part of the body that has muscles, you can once again tighten those muscles. And very, very, very slowly you can release those muscles. If it's a part of the body that does not have muscles, like let's say for example our head, or if we cannot connect with the muscles in our lower back, or if we have our anxiety, we can mentally and physically take our hands and tuning into our sensation, we can do a pushing in and a pulling away movement to visualize pulling away of that energy and pulling away of that uncomfortable sensation. And when it comes to our chest, we can massage into our chest and do a pulling away movement. So kind of as if you were taking a rope and pulling it away from that sensation. And you can do a deep breath, an ocean breath if you want as you do this. The ocean breath tightens the muscles at the back of the throat, and we can give our body that calming breath of deepening that sound with our breath to sound like the ocean as we pull that uncomfortable sensation away from our body or those uncomfortable feelings associated with that body part. Let's do 5 more of these with breaths. And picture that you're blowing it away with your breath and you're pulling it away with your hands. That energy, that sensation, and you're relieving it. You can slow it down. And then we can push it away and out into the atmosphere and come back with our hands and support that part of our body. And whether moving in and out felt good, or the breathing it away felt good, or the pulling it away with our hands really slowly felt good, we can go ahead and tap back into that part of our body and see what it wants to say, what it's feeling. Give it some more space. And we can attend to anything else that comes up. When we feel a certain sense of repair or relief, or any neutral feeling that comes up, we can go ahead and sit with it. My body has the power to feel neutral, to feel positive, to self-repair. I can create new neural connections. I can create new associations with my feelings. I can create reparative experiences with my body parts and my emotions and my feelings and my memories. And let's sit with that for as long as we can, and as long as that feels good in our bodies. And when we're ready, we can go ahead and continue on with our day. Thanks for joining me in this exercise, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.